it's me, Terri of the Yarnjoy podcast. Welcome back to another episode of Stitch Your Library. Stitch Your Library is a collaboration that I'm doing with Rebecca of Yarn and Pajamas, and let's see, Ella of No Catchy Name has joined us. Priscilla of Distinctive Crochet has joined us, and Abby Abby of Blue Hearts Crochet has also joined us. And if there's others of you that have joined us in this collaboration, please let me know, and that way I will be able to list your channel in future videos. I'll list you as a participant if you have a YouTube channel. Okay, so what it is we're just going through old patterns that we either had the physical patterns like in a magazine or a book, or patterns that we had bookmarked in maybe our Ravelry library, or maybe just somewhere on our computers we had bookmarked them and wanted to make them, but we had never made it, and they've been sitting there for years. And so this is a way to inspire us to dust those things off and pick out some of those patterns and actually do them. Okay, so this is episode of Stitch Your Library. For me, this is episode number 12. Okay, so last episode I had finished the project that I was working on, which was Buttons the Mouse, and let's see, yes, you should see Buttons right there sitting on my shelf. And so now I had So since I finished Buttons, I had presented you with 3 new projects. Well, one of them was a bring back from before that didn't win the vote before. And so anyway, it was 3 projects for you to vote on as to what my next project is going to be. And so you were very awesome, and you had lots of comments. I had over 200 comments, like 230 something votes, I think 233 or something like that. And so I tallied up all those votes to see what the next project was going to be. And so let me share with you now. I will share with the winners. Okay, so the votes, the choices were, okay, the choices were, choice A was a shawl. It was the Wrap Me in Ice Cream shawl. Choice B was it was actually a corner-to-corner square of a cardinal, Grafghan square, okay, a panel. And then choice C was the Dress Me Bunny, which is a tutorial by Sharon Oyala. And I was going to do the Dress Me Bunny with a pair of overalls that goes with the Dress Me Bunny, okay. And those are I believe it's 2 separate tutorials, okay. So like I said, you, my wonderful viewers, voted on these projects, so let me give you the results of the vote. Okay, so for choice A, which was the Wrap Me in Ice Cream shawl, that choice got 65 votes, okay? Choice B, which was the Cardinal panel, the corner-to-corner Grafghan panel, that got 35 votes. And the Dress Me Bunny, amigurumi, got 115 votes. So that's the project that I'm going to be working on next for my Stitch Your Library, okay? Now this actually was it was actually a whip, because I had partially started it and then I stopped it, but it still qualified for Stitch Your Library. And so I had stated when I presented that project that it was something I had technically started. And so you were all fine with that. So you went ahead and said, that's fine. We will put that in the mix for the vote. And so, and that's the one that won. So let me show you the progress that I have on the project already, okay? And then I will go forward from there, okay? Okay, so I decided to, because the original Dress Me Bunny turns out to be pretty big. I think the finished product was like 15 inches or something like that, I guess, from tail to toe. And I decided that I wanted to try to scale it down to something smaller. And so what I did is I'm using, instead of worsted weight yarn, I was using DK weight yarn, okay, and I will show you the yarns that I'm using for this project. And I also scaled down my hook size to a, let me look at it, 3mm hook, okay, so that is the hook that I'm using. And now I will show you the parts that I had already made, okay? So the head and body combo is done, as you can see. I've already got the muzzle and the nose stitched on, and I gave him blue eyes. If you can see the blue. It looks like a baby seal, doesn't it? Okay, so that part is done. I also have the ears. Okay, I had already made the ears, so the ears are done. And let's see, I have the arms, got those done. And what is this? Now I can't remember. Oh, it's an in progress part. I think it's one of the feet. I think that's what that is. I'll have to check and see. If not, I'll just rip this out and start again if I don't know exactly what this piece, but I think it was a foot that I was starting. I think so, because it's gathered. Yeah, it's one of the back feet. Okay, so that's what I have so far of what I had finished, or well, you know, what had the progress that I had gotten on it. Okay, so let me show you the yarn that I am using. I am using Premier Basic DK. Okay, this is the colorway Cream. Okay, so I'm using that for the main body of my Dress Me Bunny. Okay, and then for the overalls, I decided to use Premier Basics DK, and this is the color blue. So that's the color, because I thought it was a good kind of a medium range color for blue, the shade of color, and I thought it would be a good kind of denim-y looking color for his overalls. Okay, so this is what the overalls are going to be made with. And then let's see. Oh, and let me pop in a picture. Let me pop in a picture of what he's going to look like right here. Okay, so you see it has the blue overalls, okay, and then there's a couple of buttons. I'm just going to make crochet buttons, I think that's what she did, and they're red, and so the red that I'm going to use for those two buttons for his overalls is this red. It's just some red that's in my stash. As you can see, it's vintage. It's like vintage red, vintage yarn. It is Red Heart Sport yarn, and it is in the colorway Cranberry. So I thought that was okay color for those two buttons. Okay, so that is what I'm using for that. And if you notice in the picture that he has back pockets on his overalls, and in the overalls in the back pocket there's a carrot stuck in the pocket, and so I picked out this orange right here to use for the carrot. Okay, and this is actually Knit Picks yarn. Is some that had been gifted to me. The label had broke but this is Brava Sport. So it's sport weight yarn, okay, for Knit Picks. The colorway is, let's see, orange. Okay, so that's what I'm using for the carrot. And then I have a little bit, oh, and then the greenery, the leaves on the top of the carrot, I don't have it picked out, but I'll just use a scrap ball of my DK weight. I'll pick out a green, so I didn't get that one yet. Okay, so that's what I'm using, fiberfill for the stuffing, and so I will just go forth from there. Okay, in 2 weeks I will be coming back for Stitch Your Library episode number 13, and I will show you my progress on this. And like I said, I'll link below in the comments, or no, not comments, in the description box below, the tutorials on where you can follow along. Sharon Oyala does very well with her tutorials. I think she's a great person to follow her tutorials if you're kind of a beginner amigurumi maker. She's very thorough, especially her earlier designs. She's very thorough, going with every round with you, along with you, and so and she's got some really good tips for embroidering noses and that sort of thing. So check her out if you want to make this project as well, or check out some of her other ones. She has some that are even more simpler type designs. If you feel like there's too many parts and this could intimidate you. Like I said, she's got some even simpler designs that are even more beginner friendly, and she's real good with her tutorials. Anyway, I will link those tutorials, well, this one tutorial and the overalls below in the description box. Okay, let's see, if there's something else I'm supposed to mention to you. Well, I'm not sure. I don't think so. I'll be back in 2 weeks. I'll let you know, show you my progress to see if I have finished this bunny or not. I'm hoping, since I've already got a good start on it, but we'll see. Okay, this is the middle of the week for me. This is Wednesday, so I hope you're having a great week so far, and I hope you have a great week ahead, the rest of the week ahead. Come back tomorrow and we will have another visit, and I will be doing my regular episode, my Yarnjoy podcast episode, and you can check out and see what else I've been working on for this week. So thanks guys, everybody, for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.